Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. DIY Dad here, out in the garage with my snowblower. This is a Ryobi double battery 40 volt snow thrower, single stage. It's been a great unit. We've had it for about 2 years, but it does suffer from the one thing that I don't like about it, which is what we're going to fix today. So today I'm going to take you through how you replace the scraper blade on one of these plastic battery powered snowblowers. So here you go. All right, so as I mentioned in the preamble, this is a Ryobi double battery 40 volt snowblower. It has a model number. The model number is insanely long. I'll put it in the description. It's right there. RY40806 something. But it is a dual battery system and it's lightweight. It's actually been a really great unit for us. I live in Minnesota. This is our third winter with this snowblower. And it has handled almost everything we've thrown at it. Now I say almost because this is Minnesota. We get some very wet, very heavy snowfalls, and this single stage struggles to handle that. My old gas one did the same. Battery ones are always going to struggle to handle that really kind of heavy, dense snow, so I'm not overly surprised about that. But everything else, though, it has taken without batting an eye. The biggest concern that I have with these snowblowers, though, is since they are ultra lightweight and plastic, some of the things that need to be a little bit firmer fall apart. So in this blower, it's one of those propels itself by the auger. So there's a metal auger in here with this kind of rubberized piece, and that's what it uses to pull itself forward as it's clearing the snow, shooting it out through the top here. There's a control off the handle that allows you to turn the chute, which is really nice. You have a manual adjustment here for the pitch on the chute. The biggest issue I have, though, is that the bottom edge of this is also plastic. So I'll slide this forward here, tip it back. You can see what I mean. So along the bottom edge of any snowblower like this, there's a scraper blade. It's the thing that actually scrapes the snow and ice off of your driveway and pushes it up into the auger. And this being plastic means that it is subject to getting brittle and cracking and breaking. And you can actually see mine doesn't exist anymore. It's completely worn off after 3 seasons. It's gone. And that would bother me a lot because these aren't cheap, but they sell a replacement for this. So it's available on Home Depot's website. Again, I'll put a link in the bottom, but I'm going to walk you through replacing it. It's really straightforward and easy from what I can tell. So here's our replacement part. You can see this is the 21-inch snow blower replacement scraper bar. They make a ton of different models of this snow blower. They're mostly an 18 or 21 inch. So your first step is going to be to figure out which one you need. And the easiest way to do that is to grab a tape measure. And as you can see on mine, we are looking at the 21-inch variety. So you're going to measure the width of your scoop here, of the opening inside your snowblower. It's either going to probably be 18 or 21, and then that's going to tell you which part to buy. Now beyond that, this comes with new screws to hook it in and the bar itself. So the first thing we're going to do then is take the one off of my snowblower. To do that, you need to get access to the bottom. So I have it tilted up. I'm going to slide it forward to the edge of the table so we can get access into it. Again, being an electric snowblower, you don't have to worry about gas or oil or anything else falling out of this. Makes this super easy to do. So after looking at it a little bit closer, this blade actually screws in this way. So I thought it was going to be up into the back, but it screws in from the back towards the front. So I have it pitched so it's sitting on its front edge. And you can see then the screws right here that go along the back to hold this in place. They look like they're either T20s or T25, so I'm going to grab my torque set and then I'll let you know. So confirmed it is a T20 screw, so you can either use a bit like this or one of these little fold-out jobs, whatever you have available. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, looks like 5 screws across the back. That's going to pull what's left of this blade off. So I'm just going to get these undone. Like so, and those will come right out of the back, ×5. Now at this point, I have one of two potential situations. Either my blade has devolved far worse than I thought it did, meaning I had pieces of plastic just flying off this thing and just frankly never noticed. Or they have improved on the design, because the difference between what's left of the one that I just took off of my blower and the new one is profound. Like, seriously profound. So that's the blade that came off. That's the replacement part. And you can see, I mean, there's like nothing left of this. It's this crazy small, very, very abused piece of plastic. And I'm not doing anything wild with this. I have a simple concrete driveway that's been very well maintained. But this is our new one. And the way this is going to align is essentially like that. So this is going to line up with all of my holes, which it does, and sit flush just like that. And that's going to provide the new scraper deck for the blower, which should greatly increase the performance of this thing, because it's gotten a little bit rough because of that. I mean, that's remarkable. Reinstallation's pretty easy then. It's just the same 5 screws coming through the back here. What I found from an alignment standpoint, the best way to do it was to loosely start the outside edges. So start this one, get it aligned. Do the same thing on this side just to get your positioning correct, because there's a little bit of play. And then thread these in. Also, these screws are not pre-drilled. Well, they're drilled, but they're not threaded into the back of the blade, which means this screw is meant to kind of auger its way in. So you want to be careful to use hand tools when you do this, as opposed to like a driver, and then to not over tighten these, because you will strip them out. So I just used a screwdriver and worked them in until they're snug. You can see that's solid. So then we can reset this down. You can see essentially what we've done is install this bottom edge, which was completely missing. So my auger is now quite a bit higher off the ground than it was before, but this is going to more accurately now scrape across the snow and push up into this, which is how this was meant to work. So that's the result of the new blade. Now, I'd forgotten how well this snowblower worked, and with the broken snow bar on the bottom, it wasn't working very well, and that's my fault. So either the upgraded design of the new scraper bar is just that much better, or I'm now remembering what this thing looked like or worked like when it didn't have a broken piece across the bottom, because it is so much better in the way that it's performing, to the point where I'm probably going to buy a second one of those and throw it on the shelf, so that if this one only lasts a year or two, I can just swap it out. It costs like 20 bucks, and for that performance increase, I'll take it. So this being the end of a DIY dad video, then I of course owe you a dad joke. So what do you always find in front of an escalator? An escasooner. But remember, with any DIY project, most important step is just to do it. Doesn't have to be perfect. No one will see the flaws unless you point them out to them. Have a great day, stay warm. Catch you on the next one.